What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle. New episodes every day at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Thank you for joining once again. Kotaku, the gaming magazine or gaming website, has now turned very political. They wrote an article. I quote from the Kotaku article headlined, "As Gaza burns, Twitch charity streams for Palestine remain few and far between." For now, high-profile Twitch streamers remain conspicuously quiet, but things are trending in an encouraging direction. So Kotaku is clearly picking sides here. With a stream that kicked off yesterday, leftist YouTube streamer Vosh has raised over 200,000 for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. And other leftist YouTubers like Sean have also stepped up to the tune of thousands of dollars. It caught my attention because there is some controversy with donating to these groups. David Peckman discussed his concerns with donating to this charity on his show.
Yeah, Palestine Children's Relief Fund has been criticized due to its financial affiliation with the Holy Land Foundation, which was shut down for suspected funneling of donations to terrorist organizations. So no, that's not something I'm going to get involved in.
That was a clip from the David Peckman show. Stick around. I'm going to play Vosh's response to that later and why I think his response pretty much acknowledges the concerns that I have. Let's take a step back. You might be wondering, why would I have concerns of donating to a Palestine Children's Relief Fund after we're seeing all these terrible footage and pictures of children just in the most terrible of situations, killed, dire straits. These are some of the worst pictures we've seen out of the Israeli-Palestine tensions in the Middle East in a little bit, in quite some time. It tugs at people's heartstrings. It tugs at mine. I have two young kids. It's hard to watch this footage. So people want to donate. They want to help because they're good. They have good in their heart. The concern that I have is we don't know where that money's going. No one does. Even on our own soil, we don't have a full accounting of where all the money for an organization like Black Lives Matter is going. It is no different over there. There is no way possible that Vosh, Joe Biden, or anybody else can guarantee to me that that money isn't going to end up eventually in the hands of the organization that basically controls all of Gaza, Hamas. I quote from a BBC headline, "Hamas, the Palestinian militant group that rules Gaza." Hamas is the largest of several Palestinian militant Islamist groups. Its name is an Arabic acronym for the Islamic Resistance Movement, originating as it did in 1987 after the beginning of the first Palestinian Intifada, or uprising, against Israel's occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. Under its charter, it is committed to the destruction of Israel. Hamas originally had a dual purpose of carrying out an armed struggle against Israel, led by its military wing, the Izzadin al-Qassam Brigades, and delivering social welfare programs. By their own words, the BBC, Hamas rules the Gaza Strip. They are the dominant figure, almost like a fascist political party ruling the Gaza Strip.
Hamas is pretty broadly integrated into Palestine. They have their hands in a lot of things. I mean, they're one of the dominant power structures there, of course.
How do we know Hamas isn't using the plight of children to raise money for bombs or something else? They would have to be an extremely nice ruling organization or party to let money come in to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund and for them not to indirectly at least get some of that money or control where it goes. Here's Vosh trying to reply to David Peckman, but actually acknowledging that the concern is legit. It's kind of bizarre, but sometimes this happens when you are arguing a position instead of trying to fairly analyze the position.
I'm pretty sure Deepak is a Zionist. That's not surprising to me. Just so you guys know, the source, or like the assertion that he's referring to there, is an old one, and it stems from like the charity has assisted children, and those children's parents were associated with an organization associated with Hamas. We're talking like multiple layers deep. The problem is that Hamas is pretty broadly integrated into Palestine. They have their hands in a lot of things. I mean, they're one of the dominant power structures there, of course. So pretty much everything in Palestine is about 2 degrees of separation from Hamas, and people will use this as an excuse to label everything they don't like as terrorist sympathizers. And it's a way, essentially the legitimizing mechanism that allows Israel to do what it does over there. Yeah, it's I think it's an incredibly irresponsible mentality, and I think this is definitely a major blind spot for David Pakman.
So Vosh explains it away like it's no big deal. It's just secondhand knowledge or secondhand association. Well, that's how it works. That's how it works here in America. That's how it works everywhere across the globe. Is you have a good organization on its face. I looked it up, and you see it gets good ratings online, good stories, but we still don't know where that money's going. Especially during the time of war, when you're seeing Hamas drop bombs all the time. Those things are expensive. They're penny scraping right now, probably to replenish. As usual, people are quick to pick sides on every issue. This is not an issue I'm going to pick sides on. I am going to be consistent. I support peace. I support the common people of Israel, the common people of Palestine. I would like to see something worked out for the good of the common person. Because right now, these bombs you're seeing dropped on both sides, I don't think either one of these organizations that are funding these weapons and bombs, I don't care. I don't think either one of them cares about the common people in their country. They want power. I want to express my support. My heart pours out to common people, children, families on both sides who just want to live, that just want to enjoy life. When you see stuff like this, doesn't it make you appreciate our country, America? Or if you live in another country where you don't have these things, no country is perfect, but it just makes me more grateful to have the opportunity to be in a country where I'm not ducking bombs and we don't have to worry about conflict popping up that will always pop up, that's been going on for thousands of years. Well, about 1,400 years. If you want to donate to the cause, please do. I'm not trying to say don't donate. I just want to give the perspective that my antenna's raised, that I can't guarantee where this money is going. It might make me feel better to donate to this cause, but we have to acknowledge that no one can guarantee you or promise you where that $200,000 that Voss raised and others have raised to what they're with good in their heart to what they think is a good cause. No one can guarantee you where that money's going. Take care.
Tell me what's worse than learning all that you led to believe was all horse crap. They distort, so question as if you Warshak. Horsemen, forcemen, and they've long been having the course mapped. It ain't that you can't see, cause you can find it, Holmes, it's that you don't want to. You cope by putting the blinders on. I've been trying to find some kind of way, but I've kinda known that y'all would rather whine and latch to nonsense cause your mind is gone. I can't save every person, and politicking is bringing the worst out the very earth. And every perk of living on this turf is being chipped at and nerfed, but I can't sit back and lurk. I've got to hit back, I'm certain it's my purpose. And it's a beautiful thing too. Hold up. Hey, looking at the technological advances. I used to be on dial-up looking for answers. Now what? Underappreciating was candid. And 20 years later, we got computers that hand fit. Used to be playing Sega Genesis with bros. Now I'm gaming with some folks on the other side the globe. Used to go through a label if you trying to blow. Now people got more options on the table, gotta post. Social media got us connected as ever on every medium. Should be more righteous and clever, but what we seeing is communication is error and still the devious. Evil's immediate, tedious that you gotta be remediate. Cause idiots get heebie-jeebies in the event that they don't agree with you. Try to ruin your whole life cause you say what they dislike. God forbid y'all disagree without a fight. The type of stuff that will clear up if you lighten up, Jack. Your trifling subject, your life would right if you give up that. you're mad at nothing. Not adding up when you're sad enough at a sad second that gets aggravated. And now you pay it forward. Let people make your blood boil. Emotions firing like microwave foil or the oil. They annoy you. You add another's neck for the wrong reasons. Election years now seeming like full-blown seasons. Man, if you let politics ruin, or rather control, your whole life, man, you're gonna be a miserable person. Straight up. And unfortunately, that's where we're at. A lot of people are consumed by this. And it's driving them crazy. And they hate their neighbors.